Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's case is going to make you believe in the unbelievable, the Gaurav Tiwari case. Before me going into the details, let us go into the video. The Gaurav Tiwari case aroused a lot of questions whether really the paranormal forces existed, whether really spirit existed. So, a lot of question arose. And before me telling all that, let me tell you about Gaurav Tiwari and who he was. Gaurav Tiwari was trained to become a commercial pilot and he went to the US for his pilot training. There, he encountered a kind of supernatural things which made him believe into these things. And before that, Gaurav also acted in a few movies in the Hindi cinema, which was Tango Charlie, 16 December, and he had acted in some serials as well. So once his return back to India after his commercial pilot training, Gaurav was already really influenced by these paranormal activities, and he wanted to, further investigate activities and help people to overcome such beliefs. So he founded the Paranormal Activity of India in 2009. So he became the founder director of the Paranormal Activity in 2009, and with his along with his team they went on to investigate, they went on to find out various activities happening around India. Not only in India, he went on to investigate in Australia. He went on to investigate 6,000 haunted places, not only in India but also in abroad. And he was so passionate about his work that he wanted to prove to the world through science that these paranormal forces we can overcome them. So once he went into Australia, there was this very interesting case that he came across where an old prison was assumed to be haunted. So Gaurav Tiwari, along with his teammates and members, he went on to the prison. Though he was on crutches, he had an injured leg. He went on to the prison and he investigated the entire prison and took various pictures of the area. Initially, his camera seemed to have captured nothing, but when he went back and he was sitting and checking those pictures that he had clicked in that Australian prison, he came across a very strange picture. It was like a shadowy picture of a man standing, and also suddenly a face had appeared and disappeared before the camera. So these were the two images that he was successful in capturing. And later, to prove his point further, he decided to stay in a mortuary where overnight, to capture the sounds and just to see what exactly happened. So on a chill stretcher, he decided, when actually those dead bodies are kept, he decided to stay there overnight and capture any images. And he did that. He stayed there overnight. Next day morning, when his colleagues came, to take him out of the cold stretcher in the mortuary where he actually was, he didn't capture much images or such, but he did say that he did overhear some noises or voices around him. So this shows his passion towards his work. And later, when he came back to India, he was associated with various Indian channels to go out and investigate paranormal activities. One such investigation led him to the Bangad Fort, which is supposed to be the most haunted places in India, where he went on to stay overnight. Also, there was this graveyard that he went along with his team, and he could capture certain sounds and certain sounds that came, and one such sound told them to immediately leave the graveyard because they were being disturbed. Somewhere he was always in contact with these supernatural energies, and he's himself somewhere experienced these negative energies. In a day, his paranormal society used to get around 500 calls across the city, and people used to call him and ask him to come and help them to remove these spirits or these supernatural things that they felt existed in their houses. One such case was where a couple used to see a young girl's spirit across their walking across their drawing room or living room, and they had asked him and called him and requested to come and cleanse the spirit from their house. So Gaurav had gone and he had helped them to cleanse the spirit from their houses, and that's how he used to help a lot of people, which they just contacted the society. On July 6th, 2016, he went to one such place, which was a haunted house in Janakpuri. The whole day, it seemed that Gaurav was at home, and his team contacted him around 7:30 in the evening, and that led him to that place where he had gone, and he returned home around 2 a.m. in the morning. On July 7th, he got up as usual, and he had his breakfast. It seems that he checked some mails, and even some mails were sent. And that particular day, it seemed that his picture was appearing on a very famous magazine cover. So he was very excited and happy about that. And he was sharing that news with his friends. And then around 11 o'clock, it seems that he had gone to the restroom. Outside, his father, his mother, and his wife were there, and suddenly they heard a noise or a sound. And when they tried to break in the door, they found Gaurav lying on the floor of the bathroom. They found him dead on the floor, and police were called. And initial investigations, the police suggested that it was suicide, and the case was closed. But here, a lot of questions come up, and people are still trying to figure out what exactly happened on that fatal day, because somebody who was actually planning to commit suicide, why would he have a normal day like routine, like go for having his breakfast, sending mail, and he being so excited about his picture, and then he went into the restroom where his father and his wife found him dead on the floor, and there was also a black mark on the neck, which even the postmortem, the doctors who's doing the postmortem could not explain the reason behind that black mark around the neck. He was found dead on the floor. If somebody is hanging, usually they're found hanging with the roof or with the ceiling or whatever. But he was found lying on the floor. Okay, even if we assume that whatever he hanged himself with snapped and he fell down, but that black mark is still unexplainable by the people who did the postmortem. He was telling his wife that for the past 1 month, some negative energy is actually disturbing him and trying to harm him. So he could feel some negative energy around him. So this was continuously that he was he was feeling. And even his wife had told him, like, why don't he give up this profession and switch into something that is more safer. But unfortunately, it happened, and he gave his life, you know finding out these mysteries, and now his life itself has become a mystery. The police have closed the case as of now, saying that it is a suicide, wherein his followers and his friends refuse to believe that actually Gaurav committed suicide. So, what exactly happened is a big mystery, and we still do not know whether really he committed suicide or it was really some supernatural energy or a negative energy that actually, killed him. The death of one of the greatest mystery solver still remains a mystery. Thank you. And thank you, viewer, who has suggested this case. And if any of you have such suggestion, please do write in the comment below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you once again.